Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, The Baking Diva, and part 2 of Welcome to Our Zoo. I'd like to dedicate this video to the best little dog we ever had, Brownie. She was 16 years old and crossed over the Rainbow Bridge on February 22nd. I'm sure soon the tears will stop flowing, but we love and miss her so much. If you haven't seen part 1 of our Welcome to Our Zoo, I'll put the link down below for you in the More box. I left off on part 1 with our 2 parrots and Brownie. Today I'm going to talk to you about our lizard. It's actually a crested gecko. Comes from New Caledonia. They're very solitary animals, and they are nocturnal. My son and my 2 grandsons live here. My grandsons are here part of the time. So we have 2 crested geckos, one for Lucas and one for Kyle. Now they were in small tanks for a while, but as you can see by this picture, they got a little bigger. So they had to go out and get bigger tanks for them. I'm just going to try to quickly give you just some interesting facts about these geckos. They are fascinating little creatures. The reason that their tanks are tall is because they like height and they're used to living in trees. You don't see them much on the ground. Now, it's very interesting, and if you want to pause and read this, they have amazing toes that help them stick to any surface except Teflon. Now, I heard somebody say that if Teflon was wet, they might be able to stick to it, but I'm not sure. Look at those toes. It's amazing, and they're not sticky at all. It's just the way they're made. Their toes will stick to the glass. They live in the trees and they eat mostly plants. I'll get into it in a little bit about what they eat. Now hold on to your hat. This will really fascinate you. This gecko looks like he has a little hoodie on. But what they do is they shed their skin once a month and then they eat it because it's full of nutrients. So they look like they have little hoodies on. You can't always catch them actually removing their skin, but my son got a video here where you can see the gecko actually doing that. He's taking off his skin and he's eating it because it's full of nutrients. And they do this once a month. It's very interesting. I've never been into reptiles or lizards until my son and the boys got them, but I never thought I'd know this much about a crested gecko in my life. So I'm sharing it with you, and you're never too old to learn something new. And if you're thinking about getting a crested gecko, and they're good, you're learning more about it from my video. Your kids will love it. Not all geckos, but the crested geckos have no eyelids. So the way they clean their eyes is with their tongue. They clean them and they keep them moistened that way. Their eyes are 350 times more sensitive to light than the human eye. This is my son Scott, who's a real animal lover. He always has been. And he's teaching his sons all about it. It's a great bonding experience for Dad and the boys. He takes care mostly of the fish tanks and the geckos. Here's Scott and Lucas assembling the new larger Gecko tank, if you'd like to see it. We have two geckos in our house. One belongs to my grandson Lucas, and the other one belongs to my grandson Kyle. Well, when they got them, they were pretty small. How long ago was that you got them? About?
A year.
A year ago? Well, now they're too big for the tank they're in, so they just came back and purchased a bigger one. It's a natural terrarium, advanced glass reptile habitat, and it's high because reptiles like to climb up. So right now I'm gonna head on over there because here's the tank. All right, so here it is, and now they're going to dump in a bag of, I'm not sure what they're called, but they are
clay balls.
Clay balls. So I'll show you that in a minute. Lucas is dumping in the big bag of clay balls. I think that keeps the tank moist. I'll get a close-up of them as soon as he gets them all in there. That's a big, boy, that gecko's going to think he died and went to heaven in that big tank. They moved it to a different spot, so when Lucas is laying in his bed, he can watch it climbing around in there. All right, here goes the balls. Woo! It's best to keep one gecko in a tank unless you're a breeder, and never put two males together or they'll kill each other. I'll get closer in a minute because the light is reflecting on the door there.
That's really good.
All right. Let me get in there closer. I can zoom in. All right. So there's what these clay balls look like. And that's the camouflaged background. Yeah. So hold on and I'll see what they're going to do next. Oh, more balls are going in. I didn't know that. The whole bag. Woo! All right. Now it's much fuller. Okay, Lucas is pouring in water now over all the clay rocks. I think it keeps them moist, right, Lucas? All right, there's a piece of mesh that Scott's cutting, or Lucas is cutting. So they're cutting this piece of mesh, which is going to go over these rocks to keep the dirt from penetrating into the rocks. Here's the bag of Eco Earth. It's loose coconut fiber substitute. Looks like, what, dirt? Yeah. And it goes over the net. So they're going to do that now. Okay, now the dirt is going on top of the mesh.
I'll see you time.
Scott supervising this project.
What?
Let me get a little closer.
I don't know that.
Alright, dirt already got in there.
They're smoothing out the dirt.
Is there like bugs in here?
No, it's just coconut fiber.
Okay, all the dirt's in there. See it? All smoothed down over the netting. So I wonder what we're going to do next. Stay tuned. Here's Lucas. Let me see your hands, Lucas. Oh, look at Lucas's hands. He's putting the moss in now. Can you see it? It's green moss. There it is. It's a better picture. Now, Lucas, do you cover the whole bottom with the moss?
No.
No, just certain parts?
Yeah.
You don't have to put it all over.
Oh, you don't have to put it all over. Spraying the moss. I guess these geckos like moisture, huh?
Yep.
Geckos like humidity, usually 60 to 80%. And you can spray them a couple of times a day. All right, now we have cork bark that Lucas is putting in the tank. It's not only decorative, but they like to climb on it.
Why do you use cork? Remember what I told you?
Look at that.
What?
Ooh.
Why do you use cork bark?
Because the other one
They
rots.
don't get mildew and fungus.
Oh, the cork. Oh, that's interesting. The cork bark doesn't get mildew or fungus on it. Okay, we're getting there.
I have another piece.
The back water on.
Lucas just broke another piece of the cork bark
Cross over.
I put it behind something like that.
because they mostly like to climb. They don't really walk around on the ground, right?
Sure, you might be high, so maybe you might not
Oh, they
see
like height, yeah.
it. You might not see it.
They're trying to fit that in there so it looks nice.
So they probably be under here. The other thing.
Oh, that looks good. Let me see.
They like the high. In the corner from the
Wait.
fall.
Oh, there's another little piece. Let me see. All right, now let me check this out.
Make sure it's secure. It doesn't fall on them.
Oh, that looks good. Oh, yeah, we don't want poor little babies to fall down.
Down in the corner, there's a brace.
Nice.
Yeah. Like that.
All righty. Oh, Lucas found a good spot for the plant. He wedged it in between the bark. What? Bark?
Cork bark.
Cork bark. There it is. Ooh, quite a production. Gonna be happy in here. What next, Lucas?
Is this real wood? Is this real wood?
No.
Oh!
Weedy.
All right, next, Lucas has a
Because I'm here, so you can climb
bend a
it.
branch. It's hard for me to get in there and see what he's doing because the door is open and the light reflects. But they're putting this bend a branch in there. What is it made out of?
Plastic or something, maybe.
And they climb on it?
Yeah.
Oh. Boy, this little gecko is going to think he's in the Taj Mahal. It's coming out of that little
It's a big
tank.
building. A palace.
Yeah, it's all right. Let Lucas finish putting the fake branch in. Last but not least is a hanging plant. It's good to pack the tank with leaves and plants and branches because they like to hide in them and it makes them feel safe. Here is a container they're putting in there of, what are they called again?
Natural cleaning.
Isopods, springtails.
No, but what was the other name you said?
They're called pillbugs. If you know
Oh, Pillbugs. And you put them in there. And you know what they do? Does anybody know?
Natural cleaning.
They eat the gecko's poopies.
Yeah, you're gonna get
So how many do you put in there?
Pretty how many? How many?
all of them.
68 or something.
Oh, the whole container? Ooh, this part I don't like. All right, I guess they're going in. Woo!
You better not drop that on my floor.
Lucas is moving away. He's getting nervous. I'm going to zoom
I
in.
hate bugs.
Ooh. Oh, look how creepy. Wait. Oh, what color are they?
Pink.
Oh, they're disgusting.
The scissor cut this thing off.
Ugh, put them in the tank.
Just bring those isopods.
Oh my god, look at the bug. Oh, disgusting. I hate bugs. Well, they're going in the tank. Woo, there they go. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, yikes. Yikes. Woo. Oh my gosh, let me get in there and see. Oh, creepy crawlers. Ah. I no like this part.
Smells like endo.
No like it. Ooh. Okay. Well, the cage is all put together, and look who I see. Echo the gecko. Yeah, let me just back up a little bit. Wow, he has a nice little habitat there. Oh, and over here is his little food dish. What does he eat, Scott? Fruit. They like fruit.
Special food for him.
Special kind of food.
And insects.
And he eats insects.
For kittens.
Ooh. The geckos eat a special type of food you buy for them. It's like a powdered fruit and you mix it with water. They also, as a treat, you can give them live worms, roaches, crickets, ooh, bugs. There's Scott misting the new Gecko Habitat. They love moisture, right?
Humidity. 80% humidity, up to 80% humidity.
Yeah, they love to live in 80% humidity. So this is Kyle's new habitat. He was just in the front, now he just jumped into the back. Ooh, I see Clyde. Kyle's a gecko. You see his eye there peeking out? Yeah, he's in his brand new habitat. He's getting used to it. Scott's gonna try and feed him some worms now. Ooh! A couple of interesting facts I think you'd like to know is, well, first of all, never feed them baby food. It doesn't have enough nutrition in it. And what's very interesting is, did you know that their tails can fall off if they're stressed or if they feel a predator coming or just for any reason, and they won't grow back on a crested gecko? But it doesn't affect them. They end up looking like they have a little frog butt. They're all different species of geckos, but this one can bark and vocalize. It can even chirp a little bit. They don't bite. You know, if they're a little nervous, it doesn't even feel like anything on your skin. You know, nothing. And they're great pets for kids. And you can get them used to you holding them. You can do what they call hand walking. You just hold one hand next to the other and they can jump, because they are jumpers, go back and forth from one to the other. So if you're ever interested in purchasing one, I would say get one from maybe a local breeder. Don't get one from one of those big box stores. Here's a little information about their lifespan, if you'd like to pause and read it. And so I hope you enjoyed this and you learned a little bit about crested geckos. So stay tuned so you can hear about Mr. Turtle. The video's getting long, so if you're still with me, we're going to talk about my grandson Kyle's turtle. He named this turtle Mbappe, and I said, what the heck does that mean? And he said, oh, it's after a soccer player. That reminds me of a turtle. Ay, ay, ay. He had it for about a year at his other house. He got it when it was very small. And then one day he said, Grandma, I'm going to bring it over and keep it here and put it in a bigger tank. And he said, but don't worry about it. It's only little. Well, it's a little bigger than I thought, but I love it. It's really fun and relaxing to look at. So here, you can see for yourself. Hey, they're changing the water in his big tank. It's the first time he's been out up here. Come on, Mbappe. Let's go. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you. Woo! There he goes. Where's he going, Kyle? Oh, Mbappe. Put him in the middle here. Yeah. Mbappe, hello. Why do you keep wanting to go that way? Hello. There he is. Oh, he's really thriving very well in his new big tank. He's in there with, I think, a little shark, and I'm not sure what the name of these other fish are, but they all stay together and they go back and forth in little schools. And let me see, I know there's one of those little, well, oh, he's big. Whoa! Where you going, Mr. Turtle? Oh boy, look at him. I'll tell you, it's very relaxing to watch him. He's such a beautiful creature. Yeah, look at him. And then up there, is his little sunroof. Can you see it? He can go up there through that little, he climbs up through that little step area, and it's warm up there, and he goes up there when he wants to get a little warmth and sun. Whenever you come down by the tank, though, he thinks that you're going to feed him. No, I don't feed him. I leave that up to my son and the kids. I'm looking for the little sucker. Oh, there he is back there. Can you see him? The little spotted thing? He's hiding. He's hiding. There he is. He's hiding behind the rocks. Keeps the tank nice and clean. Beautiful tank. We had smaller tanks, but the turtle started growing, and we have, oh, there he is. Look, he's drinking, perks his head up on the top of the water, gets a little drink and some air up there, and then back down he goes. And they all live happily together in this tank. Nobody bothers anybody else. And it's very relaxing to sit down here and watch. And last but certainly not least is our guppy tank. There are so many fish in there because they're constantly having babies. And of course we have SpongeBob's pineapple in there, and then this video will show you the shark who rules the tank. If you're still here with me, I hope you enjoyed part 2 of our little zoo. I know it's not my traditional baking, but we always have some excitement going on in our house. It's never really very quiet here. Between the parrots, who like to talk while I'm doing a video, and then we have the fish, and we have the turtle and geckos. And we used to have our beautiful, loving dog Brownie, who, believe it or not, crossed the Rainbow Bridge the day after I posted part 1 of my video that she was in. Our heart is broken, and anyone who has a pet will know how we feel. She's sorely missed and will never be forgotten. But we also have a koi pond outside our house. So I'll put some links down below in the more box in case you want to watch part 1 or you want to watch the making of our koi pond. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up and make a comment if you like the video. And I will see you all very soon. Love you. Toodles!